think.
But last year
3.7. But no, I'm saying we're starting to stabilize where it's like, the thing just started too. So I was paying attention.
Let's start.
Yeah, so we got 3.7 months of inventory. New listings, 4,600 new listings. That's why there's so much. And then 3,100 are actually already pending. So that means there's only 6,500 homes for sale.
You want to get into the radio?
Yeah, so that's kind of what's going on with that. All right, ready? Home Team 512. Hello, Austin, Texas. You're listening to the Home Team with Troy and Wyatt, where we bring sports and money together for your education and entertainment. If you have any questions about anything we say today, please reach out to me at loansfromtroy.com or give me a call at 855-299-HOME. And as always, this segment is brought to you by Security National Mortgage, where we turn houses into homes by financing
your
American dream. Hey, and just remember, you can always reach out to the Wyatt on the Facebook. And that's the Home Team 512, and you can view this on the YouTube.
The YouTube?
Uh-huh. And there's also the podcast on the website.
On the website.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's very important in our life.
So if people do News Talk 1370, the Home Team, they just Google that, and it'll pop it up, and they can get to the podcast that way.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. So that's where it's at, because we're about to drop some really important knowledge right now.
Very important. Well, the thing is I think everyone out there right now is wanting to know what the housing market's doing, right?
Yes.
And we get off this crazy roller coaster ride that we've had, 2020, 21, 22, right?
Right.
And, we've had a lot that's happened in that time frame, right? We had COVID. Thought that was going to be a downfall, but then, 2022, it was nuts. Just prices out the... we had increases of 30, 45%. So some of these numbers are based off one of the craziest times we've had in my remembrance of Austin, a 43% gain in value. That wasn't going to be sustainable. So we're getting back to a good market, and it's leveling out. And so some of these numbers are reflective of one of the craziest years. Mm-hmm. And if you put that in perspective, it's not that bad.
Mm-hmm. Not even close. And that's one of the things, too, I think that people don't understand. We'll go over the basic numbers here, but I was running over some concepts, and I just wanted to verify. Okay, so good. The Austin Board of Realtors, we call it ABOR, releases the data for each month when it's all compiled. And so they're going to give us, the numbers they're giving us now are for June of 2023. The median sales price in Austin, Texas is at $483,000 in June, which is a year-over-year decrease of 9%. 9%. Now, where's the number? There it is. It was in May, that decrease was 15%, and it was 467. And in April, it was the same thing. It was 466. The decrease was 15%. So what that means is that more homes are being sold above the median than last month and the month before. So that means people with money are starting to buy homes again.
Right.
Is what that means. I mean, because we're not selling. We sold 3,150 homes last month. We sold, 2,600 2 months ago, 3,400 2 months ago. So we're selling the same amount of homes, but the median sales price decrease is shrinking. So that means the homes above it, more homes are selling above than below before. Right. So that's moving that number up because it was at 15%. One thing that I did notice is that active listings in June of 2023 are at 9,600. That is a 38% increase year over year. So that means last year there was 38% less, right? So that seems like a big jump. But if you go to April, it was 114% increase, and it was at 8,400. That's May. I'm sorry, May. If you go to April, it was 206% increase, and that was at 8,200 units. So we're starting. What that means is all that data is starting to kind of stabilize. Right. We're going to start getting, instead of having these drastic changes from year to year, we're starting to stabilize. So we're starting to get back to a more, I don't want to say normal, but it's what it is. It's starting to become like a more normal housing market. Right. It's just, we've just elevated from 230,000 median sales price to 480,000 median sales price.
And you have to ask though. I mean, that's a small drop. it was such a big gain.
Right.
Right, everybody thought it was going to be, it's going to go up that high and come back down almost that high.
Right.
That's just not going to happen.
Right.
And like you said, 08, 09, about 2012, 2011, prices were back.
Oh yeah.
And it's still a good time to buy.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing too. 2022, which was a terrible, in retrospect, market compared to 2020 or 2021, it was considered a terrible purchase market.
Right.
Home prices appreciated 6% in Austin.
Right.
Okay.
Austin proper.
So far in Greater Austin area, the Austin MSA. So far in 2023, the homes have appreciated almost 4%. So far, we're halfway through the year.
So you're earning money on your money.
Yeah. So even in this very reduced volume
Right.
of sales, we're still gaining value.
Well, and these active listings is letting us know that people are finally, like we talked about, people have to move.
Mm-hmm.
They have to move. I mean, they're getting jobs. We've talked about getting married, having children, et cetera, et cetera.
Or the opposite.
Or the opposite, right? Children are going off to college.
Yeah.
and et cetera.
Empty nesters or
Empty nesters
divorcing.
are getting divorced.
Yeah.
But there's things that happen in life that you have to move,
Yep.
right? Or you want to move, either one. So we're showing these people that are finally. We knew that most of those events are a year. It takes you get married. You get engaged. It takes about a year. You get divorced. You have to go through it. It takes a while. Kids, you're planning on it. They're leaving. You better stop. So we knew that, and it's been about 8-9 months since all this kind of slowed down.
Mm-hmm.
So there's all these people that were on the fence. They're like, I got to do it.
Yeah.
And this is what it's showing.
Yeah, and a lot of people were holding on, thinking, this or that. I think that, longevity creates acceptance.
Right. Well, it's true. I mean,
the longer the rates have been at, around 7, the longer the prices have been at this, the more people are just becoming accepting of it. Because before, a year ago, hey, your rate went from 3 to 5, and they freaked out. They went from 5 to 7, they freaked out. It went from 7 to 8, they almost panicked, and then went from 8 to 7, they were interested. Okay, well, let's buy a house.
And I don't blame them.
Yeah.
If I had 9 months to wait.
Yeah.
And in that 9 months, I could try to hit that market at the best spot. And I knew I didn't have to for 9 months or to a year.
Right.
Because most of them are probably a year. I'd wait.
Yeah.
I don't blame them. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's what's happening right now.
Yeah. And again, I'm getting a lot of, so we offer a service called HomeBot, right? And what it is, it's an email to everyone that's purchased a home through us. It goes out to them every month, and it gives them a computer valuation of their home. Okay. And it lets them kind of explore the neighborhood and stuff like that. Yeah, it's great because, everybody, that's when you buy a house, it's kind of like Monopoly money, and you want to see what it is. And so I'm getting a lot of reaction from all of my past clients right now, a lot more than I've had in a long time. And they're asking, is it time to sell? What does the market look like? What is this? So people are interested in what's going on outside. Before, I think a year ago when everything happened, people just kind of...
They shut that whole thought process down.
They just
let's go on vacation.
Yeah, they just put their head in the sand like an ostrich, and they said, and so I think everybody's pulling their head out and looking around. And it's just, Dave Ramsey said it. I keep saying that because he's a well-respected source. Dave Ramsey said this is the market we're in, and it's appreciating. Houses always appreciate. That's why you buy them.
Right.
That's why you don't buy cars.
Right.
That's why you buy houses.
And we've mentioned on the show there's certain points in the last couple of decades that it did bomb.
Mm-hmm.
The 80s we've said. 08 we said. Is it going to happen again? Absolutely. Right.
Is it this time?
But the thing is has it always recovered?
Mm-hmm.
And it has.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're going to get in a house and you're trying to flip it, maybe not a good time.
Yeah.
Right. But if you're trying to buy a house for you and your family, it's a great time.
Yeah, and now is more of the flip. Instead of it being a 90-day flip, now it's like an 18-month, 24-month flip.
Yeah.
Buy the house, do the work, rent it out for a year, then put it on the market.
Right.
All of a sudden, your work is settled in. The appreciation of 10% plus the work you did, you go from making, 10 or 15,000 to making 50 or 60,000.
And you always said that's a money making for people out there who are wanting to increase their income outside of their job.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing, is to move into a house, go past that year to have 2 years, get past the some of the penalties it takes for flipping.
Yeah.
Either rent it out, sell it for your increase, and buy another house, or hold and rent it.
I have told people many, many times the people need to understand that the secrets to wealth and the rules to wealth, they haven't changed in forever. It's just that people look at, Mark Zuckerberg, was in college and ended up being worth, $1 billion by the time he's 30. Okay, so there's one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And but everybody thinks that's happening. That's not how it is.
It can happen, but you
Yeah.
can make it to the NFL, but
Yeah.
only 4% of college athletes do.
2.
Oh, 2 is it 2?
2%.
So I mean, it's,
Yeah,
it's,
you know.
it's quite a big percentage.
You
Small
know,
percentage.
yeah, and so that's the thing that people understand is that for everyone, it is 100% control your expenses, 100% invest, 100% time.
Yeah. Or
And invest is that's housing, that's stock market, that's the whole thing.
And the lottery tonight's $750 million.
I know, right? I gotta admit,
Do you play when it's 750?
I did think I'll go drop $20.
It's the
I really
did you do it?
I haven't, no, but I did think about
$750 million. It's $20 to me. You just get to dream for a little bit.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
You're in the game.
Yeah.
You're in the game.
Yeah.
But your odds of getting
I did say it. That is-
lightning and bit by a shark in the same day are greater than winning the lottery.
Yeah, and just so you know, that is not a savings plan.
That's more for fun.
Yeah.
It's extreme fun
yeah.
because
Yeah, I honestly got to admit, when I heard like 800 and something million. I heard there was no winner on Wednesday, so now it's like 800 and something million. That's what I heard this morning. I'm like, I can throw $20 into that pot.
I mean, stranger things have happened, right?
Yeah, but the secret of success for everything is dedication and discipline.
Right.
20% of your net goes to savings. Period. You pay, and Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad says that you pay yourself first before you pay anything else. Every month, every paycheck, you take out your savings before you ever get your paycheck, because he says that you will figure out how to pay your bills. He goes, but if you pay your bills first, you will not figure out how to save, but you will figure out how to pay your bills even though you don't have the money. You'll figure it out. He goes, we just figured it out. We figured it out before the show starts. You just figure it out. You make it work. You take care of yourself first. You invest over periods of times. Then you move. There's real estate. There's all sorts of options. But you have to do the work up front. You have to be dedicated. Hey, everyone, you're listening to The Home Team with Troy and Wyatt. We hope you've enjoyed what you've heard so far. Please reach out to me at loansfromtroy.com or give me a call at 855-299-HOME. And as always, this segment is brought to you by Security National Mortgage, where we turn houses into homes by financing
your
American dream. See you in just a minute.